Welcome to the Religiously Offensive Podcast.
Paths almost crossed.
What a vibe. We're officially on. This is our 50th episode.
No.
Here, just in honor of that. Is it this one?
Ooh, guess.
One. Yeah.
Hey.
Wow, that's great.
I feel like we should have done way more for 50.
I know. That's just beginning of the year. All our brains are trashed. I'm sorry.
I got a good brain.
I got a good brain.
You
I
can't
don't
say
know
those
which-
negative
I
things.
got a real good brain.
Can't say those negative things.
Mama said.
Mama said.
I don't know what I feel about my brain.
Oh my gosh. That was so good. Luke, are you wearing that sweatshirt in honor of Stetson Bennett?
No. But hey, if the shoe fits.
I'll
jacket fits.
just say this. Congratulations,
Nice.
Georgia and Stetson Bennett.
Wow.
Should have been Ohio State. But
He had to sneak it.
I look forward to your incredibly mediocre professional career.
Wow.
Dang.
Is he going pro?
Shots fired.
Somehow I'll
brutal.
take 'em.
It's like, how do you do that good?
I'm just
And
bitter.
how do you-
It should have been Ohio State. I'm bitter. It's fine.
Would it be insane if he was like another Tom Brady? Wasn't Tom Brady pretty average going into the draft?
Yeah, but Tom Brady was like 6'5".
So he just had the right
He's got
genetics.
that NFL build. I don't know.
You should have done a podcast called Bitter Boys, not Prude Boys.
Bitter boys.
Bitter Boys.
If
Ohio State would keep me.
the shoe fits.
I mean, you'd have content for endless lifetimes.
Yeah, if Ohio State played all year football,
Kind of shenanigans that we've had to endure.
Shenanigans is real.
It's fine.
yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, that was annoying. But anyway, how y'all in the new year
How y'all doing?
in
How y'all
2023?
is.
Is it a new year, new you vibe? Like, are we doing
No, not necessarily.
resolutions? I'm not a resolution guy.
Resolutions.
New Year's resolutions.
I'm not really a resolution guy either. I did decide that I'm gonna try to eat better this month because December's so bad. But December could easily fall in July and I'd feel the same way. You know what I mean?
fair.
So it's like it's not a New Year thing. It's holidays.
Just the last
wreck
month.
my body, and I need to get back on track.
I feel the same way about resolutions as I do about like Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Stuff
boy.
like that, you know. It's like holiday. Like we need a day to like actually like care about our spouse, so that we can just not care about them the rest of the year.
It's
You're
just
saying-
an
Oh my
extra
gosh,
day.
Justin.
It's an extra
You're saying-
day.
you're
Kind of
saying-
vibe.
You're
It's
saying
like-
that we should
I'm
be
just
able to make
saying-
a resolution in July if we want.
Sure,
Yeah.
I think it's just
No,
level up.
Why is it New Year's?
Yeah, level up. Because what are the
Well, tell me
stats?
what you do on
How-
Valentine's Day then.
I don't do nothing.
So you don't show love 365.
I got nothing but love.
So what you're saying is you take Valentine's Day to not show love so that you
I
can
think-
show love.
I think
364 other days.
This is how I would say it. I think displays of love are more meaningful when they're not done when they're unexpected. Because
So you
we
hate-
expect to get love on Valentine's Day, or maybe you don't. But if
Well,
you're in a
Valentine's
relationship,
Day
you
hater.
expect.
Yeah, I think it's a two-way street. Like it's a communication. If neither of you are like real into Valentine's Day, then it's whatever. If one person really thinks it's a special day, then
Then the other person has to just.
eat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and
Yeah.
Christina
That's
are like,
Sometimes you gotta eat.
That
we-
sounds like
we're
a
Sometimes you gotta
partnership.
eat it.
That is marriage.
yeah, that's compromise.
I'm not
But,
married.
like that's the
That
thing.
is sacrifice.
Well, just find someone who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, so like
I heard it said this way.
my wife is not. She doesn't care.
Can't wait.
Really, you know. I mean, it's like we make it an excuse to like get a sitter and go on a date, but it's like it's not like I'm
Right.
It's not like I mean, you know,
I'm not saying
if I
don't
do anything
nice
special,
things on
if I do anything
Valentine's.
special, it's like I want to. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it because it's expected.
right?
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I agree. I don't like it either.
Because I just think it's more meaningful when, like, the unexpected gift. Like, you get gifts on Christmas, like, it's like, oh, this is awesome, but you knew they were coming. But when you get, like, a gift, like, that's you didn't see coming, those are the ones that really get you.
You're
Those
right.
are the ones that get you.
They get you. Fire you up.
Hey, love is the fruit of sacrifice, and wealth is the fruit of generosity.
I'll have to process that later.
Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I
That's
just
from
can't.
Ramdas.
All right.
Gabby, sometimes Gabby.
Is he related to PEMDAS?
I don't know.
Hey,
Nice.
I don't know what that is.
it's order of operations in math.
Isn't it
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS? Is it DOS? I always said PEMDAS.
PEMDAS.
That's,
I didn't learn that one.
That's funny thinking that
Not
I
to be
said that.
confused with the Prindle.
So we can't be
Crickets.
doing this.
That
Weird.
sounds like a body part.
Crickets.
It's the driving, parking, reverse, neutral.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, way too many.
No,
way too many
PEMDAS is
acronyms out here.
parentheses.
Yeah.
What's after that?
Is it PEMDAS?
Exponents,
Exponents.
parentheses, exponents,
Multiplication,
division, addition, subtraction.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't. I mean, it makes sense, but we definitely didn't learn that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So when you
So
said
should there be a
Ramadas, should there be what?
universal education?
Oh, like where everyone learns the same thing?
So we all know what PEMDAS is.
Yeah, there should be, obviously. I mean, there should be basics. And then at some point, you should be able to just learn what you want to learn. You know what I mean? Like we spend 12 years, like kind of half learning basics and half dipping our toe in other stuff, and then absolutely learning nothing, basically, when we get out of college. So it's like, I mean, I would say most of the stuff I learned was at home. Like I could have easily learned everything I needed to know at home. Like school is like a social, school is a nice social element, right? Like, cause you had that, like the friends and sports and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
You're also just a kid forever, and you don't even really know what you want to do, at least in my experience. Until you're an adult and you've already gone through college.
well, I'm just saying kids, like school could be structured in a better way to where it allows you to explore and choose to where you'd be ready to make that decision when you turn 18.
Yeah.
Well, 100 years ago, there were so few decisions to even have. Like there's so few options.
Well, it was like
Now we live
if
in
your
this
dad
crazy
if your
world.
dad was like a shoemaker, that's what you were. You know, that's like the way it was.
Yeah, most people are going into apprenticeships.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I think, a better way to learn. That's how Jesus taught.
Wow.
What would Jesus do?
Walk with me and learn my ways.
So you had a British accent.
I can't do a good Middle
British
Eastern
Jesus.
accent, so yeah. just
It
gonna
would
have to
sound
ride with
so
it. I don't even know
racist.
where to start.
Yeah. It would sound pretty bad.
I think my Jesus has an Indian accent.
Yeah, my Jesus.
I like my Jesus.
So yeah, no, it's like Christina, she tries to do accents, they all sound the same. It's all the same accent. Australian's the same, British is the same.
I mostly stick with the country accent.
That one's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Or the whatever you need, my lord.
Yeah.
What even is that?
It's like the Squire Boy accent.
Yeah. Medieval times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Monty Python accent.
My lord. We have a few that we cycle through.
I think Creole's hilarious. If you could get a good Creole accent down, that's just
sounds like
funny.
a different language.
It does.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what that sounds like.
Creole, like New Orleans, like a New Orleans accent.
Oh,
Deep, thick Nolans.
that's the combination of like redneck
Southern
and what else?
Louisiana.
The backwoods
French.
Cajun.
Yeah, it's like French.
Hot take, I'm not a fan of that food either.
Oh, that's absurd.
Okay. I mean, I like it.
It's like the best food ever. Cajun food?
Until Luke walks into Chipotle and he's like, this is the best food ever.
Cajun food is top 3.
Top
I
3.
think we're just gonna have to see it differently.
You're just not a spice guy.
Have you ever
I
been
don't
to
mind spice.
New Orleans?
What do you mean by Cajun? Let me ask you what you mean by
I'm
Cajun.
like a shrimp po' boy, like a whole like crawfish, like kind of shrimp ball type
Like, have you
stuff.
ever had crawfish etouffee?
What's that stuff they do with like the rice and
Gumbo?
Yeah, gumbo.
I'm just imagining all those videos where they're like, today we're doing a shrimp ball.
Yeah, and he's feeding 100 people, and he's just
First
like,
we got a celery.
he's just mixing it with like an
Coal?
oar
With an
from like
oar.
a canoe.
Yeah.
You're telling
He's
me
got
you
a shrimp
don't like
bowl
that.
going.
Been using the same oar for 100 years.
I think it's all right.
Have you had the real stuff?
100 years.
Once, and I was just underwhelmed. That's probably the
Went to the
issue.
wrong place.
I might have.
Anyway, yeah. So there's that. I think first of all,
insane.
like we went,
So that's French and Cajun. That's that combo.
yeah, in I would say in Scotland when we probably went to like 3 or 4 or 5 or 3 to 5 course meal, like fine dining restaurants.
Did you get your bangers and mash?
I don't even know what kind of food
Not
they have.
there, but like I mean they have all like stuff that
Just regular
fine
stuff.
dining you
They do a
would
lot
have.
of sauce.
But yeah, no, like so they're known for like haggis, and they do a lot of the English like breakfast sausage, blood sausage, like the black pudding, and then they'll have like eggs and potatoes, obviously. Haggis is actually real good. And I was telling him, so it's basically like sheep organs, like kind of chopped up and cooked inside of a sheep's stomach. So it sounds bad, but like they kind of crunch it all up to where it's just like a.
That makes it worse. They
No,
crunch
it's
it all
great.
up to-
It's really great because they have these haggis bonbons that are basically like it's like bar food, where you go in instead of ordering like mozzarella sticks, you get like haggis bonbons. It's just a fried ball of haggis. It's amazing.
You think it's better than a mozzarella stick?
Yeah, tastes really good.
Well, and you're eating organs instead of just cheese, which
Oh yeah, it's
I like
way
that.
healthier for you.
I like
for
that.
sure.
trying to get into organs this year.
Trying to get into organs,
something
huh?
I never
Yeah,
thought I'd hear.
All right. So
it's supposed to be super healthy. I don't know.
this is gonna be like Hannibal. Have you seen Hannibal on Amazon?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it was the ones with Mads Mikkelsen, which is amazing. He's amazing actor.
You wear the mask.
A mask.
The
He
Mask?
doesn't wear a mask.
Talking
No,
about
he
the
was
movie The Mask.
he was
Oh,
the
you're talking
bad
about-
he was the bad guy in Casino Royale. That cried blood.
He was a great villain.
Yeah, dude, he's a great actor. So
Good villain.
he basically, but he's
Like
like,
Sheaf, wasn't that his name?
yeah, it was. Good memory. You have
I
a
just
good
watched that.
brain.
Got a good brain.
So yeah, but there's like he plays in the TV series that ran for a few years, and he's basically like this. He's a psychiatrist, and so he like consults with police, helps them solve stuff, but he's also like killing people. Like I mean, usually people
Like
that
Dexter vibes.
yeah, like people that deserved it.
Righteous Kills.
Yeah, and so then he like, but
cool
he
with that.
then like cooks like everything, and it's like all fine dine. Like everything looks so good. The way he cooks a human.
Oh, he cooks,
And he'll
his
have
victims.
people, because he's a cannibal, so he likes to eat like so.
Hannibal the cannibal.
Yeah.
Is that
That's real.
That's a real person, isn't it?
What?
Isn't that
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah. Is that not real?
and he was
That's from
actually
Silence
cannibal
of the Lambs. Yeah, he eats people.
He was a cannibal.
Yeah, he was cannibal.
Yeah.
based on a true story.
I don't know,
I thought so. Maybe not.
but
what are
this,
the odds?
this goes back to Silence of the Lambs. Though this is a
Yeah.
long
It
running
shouldn't.
story.
It shouldn't rhyme.
All right, Justin.
That-
I thought that before, but I thought that 20 years ago
thought
when
that-
I first heard about it.
That's
I
what
don't-
I was gonna say.
You know,
I don't do a ton of
Let's see if it's real.
horror. I prefer
I don't
comedies.
do a
and
lot of
action.
horror either. But what I'm saying is, okay. But what I'm saying is, it's like it looks so good you'd never know it was human. You know what I mean? And so he'll have people over to his house
Wait,
and feed
what
them.
is happening? What looks good?
Have you not been paying attention,
Fictional
Gabby?
character. Fictional.
But you're
This
saying
is
it
the
still looks
50th
good.
That makes
episode.
sense.
You're just saying that
Who wasn't there actual
makes it look
Hannibal
good?
though?
Yeah, imagine like incredible looking, like fine dining presentation, like really good looking food, right? It's just human meat and human whatever parts that are in that food.
He is fictional. And he
crazy.
did wear a mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Justin.
Full circle. We're
Can
good.
we just get off of that?
Should we watch Hannibal after this?
What I'm saying is, and I've lost my point now that you guys have just interrupted me so much. What I was gonna say is Justin now is gonna be like making us humans for food that he kills.
Whoa.
You'll never. Dude, maybe I already have been.
Dude,
Maybe.
It's true. We'd have no idea.
somebody would have gotten sick. It's not like all of us are just like,
No, dude. If you prepare human meat like you do anything else, you wouldn't get sick.
I feel like you would get sick.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. If you don't know, didn't we look this up? It's supposed to be closest to like pork.
Yeah, pork.
I refuse to believe that.
The FBI is going to tackle the door down after this conversation.
Come at me. My closets are clean.
No. Anyway, that's all I was saying. You could be eating human meat and you don't know it.
Did you hear the story about that? The dude in Massachusetts who just, I'm trying to remember what. There was something crazy they talked about this morning. I just heard about. Oh, yeah. This dude in Massachusetts, his wife just went missing like over the weekend and like evidently had some criminal like history.
Oh, man.
And so she's just gone. They're trying to find her. They start questioning him and it's just not adding up. And then they find him on surveillance. I don't even know how they do this though. It's just kind of creepy. They found him on surveillance footage at Home Depot in like a hoodie with a mask on. So evidently they're doing like biometric scan. I don't even know if that's the right word of like the eyes. Like you can literally they know who you are just by seeing this. And then,
that's how Clear works at the airport.
Yeah.
They just look at your eyes and you don't have to take your ID out or anything.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So then he bought him like $400 or $500 worth of cleaning supplies. And then the kicker, they found on his internet history how to dispose of a 150-pound female body.
Literally, like
my
that
gosh.
specific.
It's not a lie. That happened.
He couldn't just say how to dispose of a body.
So,
He had to
is he
say,
like arrested or?
Yeah, he's in custody right now. But you're just like, what an idiot.
how stupid can you be?
I mean, at least use DuckDuckGo.
Have you never seen an episode
Yeah,
of
you're-
Suicide?
you-
Get like a VPN or something.
Amazing.
That was the best part of the story. I was just like, man.
You literally can't get away. It's just like that guy, those Idaho murders.
I mean, killers are rarely smart, but when they are, I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like they're not found. Like you just don't find them.
Yeah.
They get away with
And
it.
I think I heard with the Idaho killer, I think the main reason they found him was because like the sheath of the knife somehow was
He,
dropped
like, yeah,
on the
left it
scene.
there.
So whether it was like a
Well, and-
struggle,
He disposed of his trash and his neighbor's trash, and they still searched his neighbor's trash.
yeah. See, that's
And his phone, like he turned his phone off, and then when he left, he turned his phone on. So like they got pings to his phone, like in that area that he wasn't from, because he was from
he
Pennsylvania.
wasn't he like a grad student criminal justice major? He
He almost had.
should have done better.
I
He was
don't
going for his
understand.
PhD.
Like, I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, you seen The Jackal?
Why would you do
No.
it in your neighbor's trash?
Bruce Willis. You need
Drive
to see
it,
it.
like, around
'cause
the
Bruce
corner,
Willis
at
is
least.
the man. No, I mean, I'm like, dude, if anything happened like that, and I was really like, I'm not, but if I was trying to do that, I would steal a car, drive to Texas, steal another car, drive to Wyoming.
Dude, I'm not bringing my
Drop-
phone with me.
Drop,
You know what I would
No,
do?
I know. Drop the body, steal another car, take it somewhere else to another state, steal another car, come back the whole time wearing like a mask. Like I don't get it.
I would do.
Why are people not throw it away in your neighbor's trash?
Why
are you
people
for real?
murdering
Well, 'cause-
more smart?
The people that are getting away with, we're not even hearing about.
Let's
that
talk
are
about the
smart
real
ones.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But
it's just people that go missing.
I would do the classic steal a car, drive it under the bridge, but then
All the
also have a
murderers
car
are
swap
listening to
under
the
the bridge
podcast.
to come back the opposite
Good
way.
idea.
Right.
Classic.
That's
from
what
the
I'm
movies.
saying. Yeah, no, the
Like,
Jackal.
so the car never
Jackal-
goes out, but you don't know which car is coming back. Like,
Yeah, well, the Jackal, what he does is pulls into a parking garage. He has a white van that has all his stuff in it, so he's not just going to change cars. But he takes a pressure washer and pressure washers the first layer of paint off it, and then it's a blue van. And then he goes and like leaves the garage another way. It's crazy.
smart.
Yeah. No, it's just
Well, dang.
yeah, it's a good movie, guys.
The Jackal. I'll have to check it out.
You're not.
I do love those like Ocean's 13 type movies where they have
You know
a
what's
super
amazing?
elaborate.
You know what's crazy? There's no video games where like they have this. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? I mean, they have video games where you mass murder people,
They just
right?
don't need to give kids ideas.
Call of Duty, like you literally kill all of these people in this like civilians in an airport, right? Like that was part of the campaign. It was nuts. They had all
Kill
these
civilians.
yeah, and all the it was just part of the campaign. It was nuts. Like they had all these warnings ahead of it, but I'm just like, I'm surprised there's not like how to get away with a murder video game.
It's a good show.
Yeah, see, humans are obsessed with that stuff. It's weird.
We all these girls in the true crime podcast.
Oh my gosh, it makes me a little nervous, honestly.
When was the last woman serial killer you heard of? They all white men.
I think they're smart enough. We just don't know about
You
it.
just look up to them. Is that? It's like I'd never do this, but I want to listen.
No one looks up to them. It's not why we listen to it.
You get in their
You think
pants.
we listen to it because we look up to them?
No, my thing is like
There's something there.
there is something there, but it's so weird, like how Jeffrey Dahmer always used to get all these love letters and all this stuff, like, and
There's some crazy people out there.
him, and then what was the other one? Ted Bundy. Like they got all these like pictures, like these nudes and all this stuff, like love letters, and you're just like, what?
Yeah, you know what's even crazier?
mean-
Ted Bundy and what he did. White man.
He might be the goat. Yeah, of serial killers.
Yeah,
It might be the goat of serial killers.
I can't.
yeah. So,
I also big Zac
so
Efron
Gabby,
fan.
you have this book of questions.
Yeah.
I want a lighter topic.
Transition.
So the book of questions. Should we just read number one and just go from there?
Yeah.
I already told you guys what number one was, though, when I tried to sell you the idea.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's probably plenty in there.
But I don't think Luke got number one, so maybe we should do number one.
I'm nervous.
Talk about it
I
again.
think you're gonna like this.
And I
Nice
want
Chewy
to
shirt.
spend a little time on this. So
Sick.
to keep this at,
This is 300 questions in this
let's
book.
keep it under 40 minutes. We'll stick on this, and then Justin will save your conspiracies for next time.
Yeah, so there's
Because Justin
Is it
has,
just random
Conspiracy.
questions?
291 questions. Yeah, just random questions. Some
Okay.
of them might be better than others, but
Great.
so technology has become a part of us. Would you rather lose the use of all motorized vehicles, all telecommunication devices and computers, or one of your hands?
Wow.
oh, you're just asking him because we heard this.
Well, I guess we can all talk about it on the podcast,
So
but
cars, communicating, or my hand.
yeah, so like all cars, planes,
Wow.
right? Or like all computers, phones, or one of your hands. You're
That's
done playing
insane.
basketball, right? I mean,
Well, it's just like if you choose your hand, it's like, wow. Makes you think about yourself.
The way Gabby said it to us is that you wouldn't feel any pain if you
no,
got your
that's
hand
not
cut off.
necessarily. I'm saying if you didn't feel any pain, like I would probably consider the hand.
All right. Well, I would say losing your hand's going to be painful. So
Do you get to choose
That's
which
part of
hand?
it.
Gosh, I still don't.
Sure, you could choose.
I
which
can't-
hand.
you can shoot a basketball with one hand. So just cut your left hand off.
So no cars or planes?
No motorized,
What do we like? There's
like
just
horse and carriage,
Horse and
bikes.
horse
'cause
and wagon.
Bikes,
Oh.
bikes are motorized, so you can do
yeah,
bikes.
bikes.
I
You
think-
could bike a lot of places.
I'd probably get rid of the
Is it for the whole world or just me personally?
no for the whole world. Yeah.
You can't hitch a ride in someone
Yeah.
else's plane.
yeah.
I was totally gonna find a loophole.
yeah.
That's my problem with questions like this. I try to find the loophole.
is it everybody or is it just me?
I'll keep my hands and
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my hands.
No, I said I would lose all telecommunications. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't. And the way I told her was like, there's no way I could scroll Instagram and see all these people and all these cool places that I will literally never have a chance to go and just be like, well, this sucks.
but that's what I just meant. So then it's not the whole world. Because if you choose that, then other
No.
people can
No,
still.
he's saying
No, what I'm saying is like
telecommunication.
people who live in all these cool places are still going to post
He's
on
saying he's not going
Instagram.
to see it.
but they don't have cars. And
Yeah. No,
No,
I
they
can't-
would.
I
If
can't-
he gets rid of
Yeah,
telecommunication.
but I could
devices.
never get there. It'd be like, well, the world's awesome. I'll never be able to go.
So you're saying you want to get rid of the telecommunication devices so that you can have the vehicles.
So I can have the
to go there.
vehicles because at least I could drive to like the beach if I want.
Yeah.
Drive, you know.
But I guess what's
Because
the,
you still have AAA, and
I would
AAA
agree.
has triptychs, and they
but,
have
I mean,
maps that show
there's
you where to go.
how much of your family do you like
Yeah,
talk
that
to
too.
like via computer or phone or like because you only see your immediate family in person every day, right?
Yeah, well, I would just send them letters.
You would.
It's just the way they.
Go back to the way life was intended to be.
I'm telling you, it's so much better. I feel like for our health, if we had an element,
Then you
granted,
get rid of motorized vehicles too.
telecommunications is part of modern medicine, so that would suffer a little bit. But if we had modern medicine and then we don't have cell phones, like, because I feel like this creates so much stress for us that it shortens our lives in general, right? So any
like internet.
it just having a cell phone on us all the time, just all the busyness, stress, and like I feel like it just creates cancer and all these different things. So it's like I feel like our lifespan has been shortened in the same way that it's been extended with modern medicine. You know what I mean? It's just like
That's
So you would
deep.
go back to where if you want to find out information or learn something new, like you're gonna go to the
Encyclopedia.
library and you're gonna find it.
Yeah,
I mean, how many times a day do you Google stuff?
Your whole our
All
whole
the time.
jobs are
all the time. But
Wouldn't have a
that's the
job.
thing.
Well,
Like,
yeah, we wouldn't have a
but
job.
we're on an even playing field. No one else could do that either. So we would just have probably simpler
That's
trades.
true.
So
Yeah.
it would work itself out.
So that's your answer.
I think I would agree with that. I'd probably choose that out of the three.
And then that would also cultivate. We've always talked about this problem. I mean, we've all I feel like mentioned it at one point, is the fact that our attention and all of our, like, Facebook has created this idea that we have to have 800 friends. We would really only be close with the people around us. You know what I mean? So we'd really be able to cultivate that like closeness, that dependability, that,
That's true.
that lifestyle that we've
Actual
all
community.
that we've all
Yeah.
kind of romanticized, right? That really is difficult right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
Just saying.
Next question.
But I would almost be pissed that I still have my car and I don't know how to get anywhere.
Yeah, you'd have to get a.
Oh, we have
directional-
maps. We have some
I know,
maps.
You
but-
gotta go back to
You know
maps.
how many accidents I'm gonna get in? Like looking at a map trying to drive at the same time.
You park somewhere, look at the map, and say, "All right, I'm on this road for 30 miles."
But I'm used to following the blue line.
All right, I get it.
Blue line makes it easy.
It is wild to think though how much has
tells me when
changed in
to
like
turn.
30 years.
There will
I'd
be adjustments.
I'd be so lost.
There will be
all the
adjustments.
time.
I know.
I would
so
say,
lost.
yeah, travel to another country would be hard, but
I'd
Yeah.
be there
I
forever.
can't imagine how people used to do it because it's
I know.
so easy now with navigation and all that. You're just like,
But how would you even have, if you don't have telecommunication devices, how would you even be able to navigate a plane? Because they have to communicate with.
yeah, but like think about it. Before all they had was radio. So yeah,
Does that
Isn't
not
that-
count as
doesn't
a
that count?
it does
telecommunication
count.
device?
Yeah, so they'd have to figure out a way to signal without using that.
be a
Big, like,
timing.
Christopher
Timing.
Columbus vibes.
Yeah, except in a
Just
plane.
gonna
They'd figure
I'm
it
sure
out.
they'd figure it
I
out.
don't think
and
I'd
see what
ever get in a
happens.
plane if I did.
Adventure.
Maybe like giant lights on the plane that you could see from. I don't
But that's
know.
the thing.
There's so many planes
the
in the
thing
air at
is
the
though,
same time.
if we didn't know,
We'd have to learn how to navigate by the stars
so
again.
it would suck if
Like
we
Magellan.
went from what we do know to not that.
Yeah,
But if
right.
we just started out that way, we
Right.
would never know. We wouldn't even care to fly anywhere. Like, who cares?
Yeah, but
We just wouldn't even,
yeah,
you know?
right. But that wouldn't be our reality. We'd have the sucky one. Because
Yeah.
we know.
It would suck no matter what.
Yeah, it would
But
suck.
I want my hands.
Yeah,
So
I'm not.
like-
I'm not chopping my
Let's
hand
just
off.
think
my
about it.
phone.
What
Yeah.
kind of options are there
Hands
if
are
you,
nice.
if you lose a hand? I mean, they have to have some decent prosthetics, right?
So that's the counter argument. It's if you lose the hand, what are the odds that
You can replace it.
technology could just give you a fake
Right,
hand
right.
and then you could have
But
everything?
I would say that that's
we would
cheating the
probably die
question.
before that was even realistic.
potentially.
If you're chopping your hand off to get a replacement, that's some cheating the question.
I'm not chopping it off to
But
get a
you get the
replacement.
technology,
I'm chopping it off because
though.
I get to keep the other stuff.
Yeah, but then you would replace it.
Like
The thing that sucks
So
too
you're
is
not
this
even, like,
like,
going through it.
so there's just 7 billion people without one of their hands.
well,
that's
no, I'm
true.
just saying, like, what if it comes down to you? They're just like, this comes
Oh,
so it's like, that's the
well,
ultimate, like, take one for a team.
I might take one for the team if it's
Yeah.
7 billion people, you know?
yeah,
Especially, well, here's the other question. You know, if they know that I did that,
exactly.
I'd be
No,
set
no
for
one
life.
knows.
We take
no
these-
I'd
one
be set
knows.
for life. Elon would give me a freaking, new hand, no problem, right? The thing is, it's like,
That's funny.
Yeah, if no one knew and I just had to take one
America's
for the
hero.
team and no one would ever know, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate character test.
Yeah, it is.
So
But then everyone
I
knows
come out of a room
afterwards.
and I'm just
Everyone knows afterwards that you didn't make the sacrifice.
Yeah, but imagine choosing like the telecommunication devices. 5 years later, like you get in this crazy accident and you you lose your hand. You're like, son
Mother
of a bitch.
Yeah.
that dark twist. Yeah, you lose it all anyways.
You wake up. you're
It's
like,
full of ironies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have chose the other.
Gosh.
That would be so awful.
That's
Oh my
insane.
gosh.
Worse has happened to people, I'm sure.
I'm sure, yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
what's another
next
one?
question?
Do another one?
That was a fun one.
14.
We gotta go in order now.
We
that
picking
started at
random
1 by 1.
numbers?
That's what I thought.
Should we pick random numbers?
Let's all choose a number and we add them together, and then that's the one.
But we have to
That
use PIMDAS.
Sounds too much for me.
No. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 10.
6 in parentheses.
3. What? Don't do that. We're adding them. That's
PIMDAS.
9.
PIMDAS.
Pick a number.
11.
Justin, 11. All right, 20.
Justin, pick a number 1 through 10.
2.
22.
That was too much. I feel like we should have just picked one.
It was
number.
20 too much.
Ba-dum-tsh.
Would you completely rewrite your child's college application essays if it would help them get into a better school?
No.
Say screw college.
That's hilarious.
Same.
All right,
Yeah,
Paying for
same.
any of that
23?
trash either way.
That's hilarious.
That was an easy one. All right.
That is an easy one.
It's like,
But then it says if you did help them, how would you explain to them the difference between this and cheating? There is no difference.
there is no difference.
No,
Oh, what a question.
that one was.
I already
easy.
failed you if I have to do it for you.
That was a dumb
So,
question.
Well, I mean, but it happens, right? With that lady from Full House, she went to prison for a little while because she,
Lori Laughlin?
yeah,
Laughlin
or
whatever?
she like,
Yeah.
what'd she do?
She
Pay someone
bribed.
to,
Yeah.
Aunt, what was it? Aunt Becky? Is that her name?
Aunt Becky,
Oh, she was.
I can't with you.
You knew where that was going.
I really did just by the eye roll. His eyes went up a little bit.
Well, you know, if it's gonna be John Stamos' partner,
It's
you're
just one
gonna
of those
get
things. One of those things too, where
John
it's,
Stamos.
I just don't
Diabetes.
know why would she go to jail for that.
I feel
Is
like
that
I don't
like-
know the details.
because there
Fraud is
are
the
probably
technical
other
problem.
kids that could have gotten into the college that deserved it.
Right,
and she
but like
got
I
it
guess what
because-
I'm saying, if the college is it's a private institution, so it's like they can choose to accept whoever they want. So if
right,
someone
but they didn't
pays,
accept her because that they accepted her because
She paid 'em off.
She paid somebody to.
Well,
make her
wasn't
look
it like
better.
a big
It was
ring? Like there
I
was
can't
a bunch
remember.
of
There's a
people?
documentary about him because they caught him in like Sarasota or something like that.
Because they didn't her daughter take like the spot of someone that was
oh,
supposed
so
to
the
be on the rowing
institution
team or
didn't
something?
like
The
get the
institution didn't do
donation,
it. It
then
was this-
accept
this
it.
guy,
It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
one dude that was being shady.
This one guy, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like that guy should go to jail.
He
Like,
did.
She shouldn't. I mean,
how do you
whatever.
even-
Well, they both
How
did.
do you give someone an athletic scholarship and not know? Like, how does that fall through the cracks?
What?
What?
Because they went to what was it? Was it UCLA or whatever school that her daughters went to? I'm pretty sure one of them went on like an athletic scholarship as someone on like the rowing team.
Oh,
And you're just like,
this girl sucks at rowing.
so
Something doesn't
I
smell
would
right.
assume there's a coach. She's not going to rowing practices. It's not like she's like pretending to row. She just like,
I don't know. I don't know.
and then they just don't have like. And then if you're like on a college team, it's just like, yeah, we just
if
don't
you're
have
the
our
dude, if you're the dude that's
20
taking in
people
millions of
instead of
dollars, I
19.
feel like you know the strings you need to pull to make sure that coach doesn't even know that
Well,
scholarship exists.
somewhere
That's
in the
definitely true.
school. Somewhere in the school, though, there's got to be like someone's complicit with like whether it's in the athletic department or the coaching.
Of
that's not
course,
gonna
that
say
guy probably
anything.
paid other people off. Yeah, I would.
So everyone's getting paid.
Yeah.
Everybody get paid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they paid huge sums to cheat on standardized tests.
Oh, they were cheating
Bribe
on-
university coaches and administrators who had influence over admissions.
Money talks, baby. Money talks.
I mean, because
Hey,
I was gonna
capitalism,
say,
baby.
because private institutions all the time accept people just because they have money. I mean, that's happens everywhere.
He only got 42 months in prison.
yeah, because it's like,
Like those aren't like the people we need to lock up.
Oh, he just
I
got
know.
sentenced last
it's
week.
like
That's crazy.
violent offenders we can get off the streets. But if you're just
right.
scamming people out of money,
You should have penalties for sure, but I don't know if prison's it.
you should just have to go live super poor.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is a lot of like modern parenting stuff comes out. It basically like a lot of people say that the punishment should be related to the crime. So it's like, all right, well, if you took something from someone, something gets taken from you. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Eye
that
for
way
an eye, yeah.
they relate it. And granted, at some point that's doesn't really, I don't know, but whatever. Basically, like, yeah, like you said, he should have to live poor, do whatever, or some kind of financial penalty.
Yeah, he was charged with money laundering conspiracy, racketeering conspiracy, and several other charges related to the scandal.
What's racketeering?
That's the stuff with like gangs, right?
I hear that
And
all
mobs.
the time, and I just don't know what it is.
It just says dishonest and fraudulent business dealings.
Wow, they could stick all that stuff on you.
Yeah, because usually mobs get hit with racketeering. So I think it's just like fixing horse races, some sort of sketchy business.
Acquiring a business through illegal activity, operating a business with illegally derived income, or using a business to commit illegal acts.
So pretty much anyone who money launders through any business is also racketeering.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next question?
I saw a weird short that was talking about how the cartels are learning how to like gain the system and
54.
basically money launder like cash through dispensaries in a lot of states where it's legal.
Well, we just need to decriminalize all drugs and, just saying.
Dang, he took more than $25 million from his clients.
That's a lot.
But it's not $1 billion.
It's not $1 billion.
They also gave it up willingly for goods and services. So
Dang.
Yep.
All right, should I just flip to a random one?
Flip.
so that's interesting.
Unless you want to do the numbers again.
PIMDOS.
That seemed like a great idea. All right, I'm going to do this one.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Would you rather spend a month on vacation with your parents or put in 4 weeks of uncompensated overtime at work?
Definitely vacation.
Definitely vacation.
Yeah, me too.
I
Yeah,
don't hate. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. I mean,
whoever wrote this book clearly has a tough relationship with their parents.
Yeah.
I'd rather go work for free for a month.
Yeah, no way.
I guess it's an interesting question though, because it's just, yeah. I mean, it's all about what's your relationship like with your parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Next.
or how much do you hate your job? It's like I don't hate my job, but I like my parents.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good combo.
Yeah. It is a great. What a way to live.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see my dad again too.
Would it disturb you much if, upon your death, your body were thrown into the woods and left to rot?
No.
I don't care.
No, I want to be returned to the soil.
Yeah, I don't care.
I had this conversation with my brother the other day. Like, how jacked up is it that like
Put them in a blender and just pour them over the grass.
no, you just decompose because like it's compost, right? Like you decompose.
Yeah, but then
and,
it
like
smells real
your
bad.
life force just goes back into
Well,
the
you can
earth.
you can be built into
Or
a tree,
whatever.
or not built into
Yeah.
a tree, but like
Right.
make a tree.
They just made a big deal about like in New York. Evidently, they legalized like it like a couple weeks ago. Basically, you can compost your body, and it would like do so much good for the earth or whatever. And like I don't know why people care, but
You put them all on an island so it doesn't smell like crap.
well, just how funny. I mean, animals die though all around us. Like it's not like the world smells because animals die. It's like think about like
Yeah, but if
We
you ran
literally-
across a people
But if they're
on the
But
ground,
if you're like
People everywhere
burying,
dead.
but if you're burying them in like in
how
the
would
ground.
you? Thing is, how would you know you come across this body? It's like, oh shit.
Did someone just get murdered?
Yeah,
here,
did someone get
or
murdered?
Was this
It's like, oh, it was voluntary. Maybe you just take a little flag at them or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Decomposing. They're decomposing. No, just how funny is
just
it?
like brand their?
Yeah. It's like, oh no, this guy chose this.
It's like it's the whole like Avatar movie stuff, right? It's like you return to the earth after like your
I
life
get
has
it.
been
No,
spent.
it's cool.
But how funny is it that
If I lived on Pandora, I'd be down.
It's also a fictional movie.
Well, people want to spend like.
the earth is
Shut up,
alive,
Luke.
though.
Avatar is awesome.
It
What do you think about how much people spend on funerals?
That's what I'm saying.
So
you
it's
see the
like,
new one
if
yet?
You could put
Yep.
yourself
Why
to
would I
be
like
a tree
so-
for
like
this
after I die,
funeral.
my family needs to buy me a $5,000 casket so I can
Right.
get buried in this metal box so
Yeah.
that my decomposed body can never return.
You
to
can
the
be
earth or
made into
provide
a diamond,
anything
too.
of value. I just want to like be a bag of bones in a metal
No,
box.
I want to
wanna be
be.
a
I want to be
diamond.
cremated. Did we go over that yet? I want to be cremated.
You can be made into a diamond.
That's a little weird.
Why?
I just put my cold carcass in the ground, man. I just the way
A cold carcass.
let me decompose.
I like
Provide
cremation. I like
nutrients.
cremation though.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it. I don't really care.
Yeah, I guess I don't really care either. I don't want my.
I mean,
family
once
to
your
spend a bunch
once
of
your
money on
life
funeral.
force leaves your body, you're not you anymore.
Well, I do
So
want
it's
people
like,
to
it doesn't
use
matter.
my like
Organs.
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 Donate
Yeah,
organs
yeah.
if you can.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
a
don't
donor as well.
I think I am.
We all donors in this.
Kind of think about like why you wouldn't be a donor.
Yeah.
Like those people, you're
It's
just
the
like,
same person
man,
who
you're
wouldn't
a
chop off his hand.
dick. you're just like you're already gone.
You're dead.
And you're not gonna let anyone harvest. Like,
But there's
your
a
body.
chance I could come back alive.
Yeah, well, I want to be frozen and then brought back.
Oh, cryogenic stuff.
kidding,
here.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
They still
Walt
haven't
Disney.
figured
Did you
out a
see-
way to make that work.
Did you see
Disney.
21 Savage said that he wanted to be frozen so he could come back and live for 2121 in like 1,000 years from now?
21.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But once you
still here in
freeze,
1,000 years.
once you freeze, you've already done irreparable damage to your cells. Like they can't bring you back.
Yeah, I don't know.
They'd have to find another way to suspend you.
Not according to some other fictional movies.
Yeah, I've seen Austin Powers.
Yeah. My mojo.
No, so you know how steak, after you freeze it and thaw it, it like the blood runs everywhere. It's like weird.
Oh yeah, you don't want frozen stuff.
You break the water in your cells freezes and expands like water does, and then it like breaks the cell walls. So you're physically like breaking your cell. Like there's
Isn't
no
that
way
why
you
they
could
do
come
it
back.
so cold though? Isn't that the whole point? Like it's like you can't just put a human in a freezer. Like it's got to be like a crazy like negative 500 degrees to just like flash freeze, like suspend
Before the
everything.
water expands.
Just don't let anything change. I don't know.
I don't know. I still think that happens.
Well, that's why.
And
they
is your
haven't
consciousness
done it.
just like pause and then just come back?
Yeah, that's a weird thought to have. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a quick nap.
Just wake up.
It's like the movies where you go to sleep when you're space traveling. and you
Yeah,
wake
that's what
up.
I was thinking of.
Dude,
Star
I
Trek.
want that.
Passion?
I want that tech to exist. That's amazing.
What's that Chris Pratt movie?
Yeah, with Jennifer
Passengers.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Passengers.
Would you wake someone up?
Would I wake someone up? Oh,
She was a hottie.
oh,
and it
I'd
was
find
just
him.
you on that shit.
I'd find a hottie.
I think I'm doing it.
I can't.
like, oh my gosh, and then
Well,
just pretend it was
She
an
ultimately
accident.
found out, didn't she?
Well, because the
Spoiler
freaking
alert.
robot, that stupid bartender.
That's right. That's a good movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Movie just gave up the
day.
biggest part of it.
Well, what
Yeah,
happened
I guess I
at the
won't.
end? At the end, they basically, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, you haven't seen it. Are you gonna see it?
Doubt it.
Okay.
She just did, basically.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, at the end, they basically, if I recall, they die, right? Because they saved everyone else
Yeah.
from waking up,
And they
but
create a
then
whole
they were going to be too old to make it to wherever they were going, so they ended up dying.
They actually had kids, I thought.
Yeah,
Like-
no, you're right.
They did?
Yeah, they like created a whole garden,
Right. I remember the garden.
and then they had.
I would hope they
kids
had kids.
Yeah,
that
so they
lived for
basically
the
got to
next
have their little
generation.
life. It's just
Yeah,
they done.
And didn't the captain wake up?
I don't know. It was
He's
a
a
good.
Morpheus.
everyone did.
I thought
eventually.
it was a good story though. I liked it.
Because I thought the ship was like
they made it
about to
there
crash or
in
something.
the next lifetime or something.
Solid movie.
It was a good.
You imagine that? Just like it's like, oh my gosh, something malfunctioned. Oh, you woke up too? It's like pretending you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That would be so hard.
No
to
way.
live with forever.
Yeah, it'd be tough to do.
You'd be the biggest jerk of all time.
I think I'd just say something straight up.
But also, I've never been in a situation where I'm alone forever. So you never know how you'd respond.
Did he tell the bartender he was going to do it? Is that why how did he just,
Yeah, I think so.
did he kind of,
That was his guy.
so that's on him.
Yeah, the bartender, man.
But he
you're
was
gonna do some-
lonely. You don't know how you'll act.
But that bartender, yeah, it's just like if you were really programmed like a bartender, dude, you keep your trap shut. You don't talk to other people about other people's stuff.
Yeah, he was a little sneaky snake.
Yeah. He needs that.
There it
He needs
is.
that. He needs that bartender like the. Well, he also was like the hotel keep and
Yeah, he was other things.
no. I'm
I
talking
would have
about.
taken that head off real
No, I'm
quick.
talking about the other one, the Netflix one. The one where you basically have your consciousness is in a little
Altered
disc.
carbon.
Yeah, remember that dude, the
Mhm.
innkeep? That was a loyal dude.
Yeah,
You
that's
need,
who
you need that guy.
Yeah.
And he was a robot too. He was
a
an
ride or
AI.
die.
Yeah.
Next question.
Die.
Well, one more question.
This
'cause
is fun.
I know it's number 50, but I gotta pee.
For $5,000, would you be willing to stand up in a crowded restaurant and obnoxiously berate a server about some trivial problem? If not, is it because it would embarrass you or because it would hurt her feelings?
I'd for sure do it.
For $5,000,
I would do a lot of things for $5,000.
I wouldn't do it.
I think I'd do it and then throw her
Well,
like
okay,
a,
so-
You could
like a couple thousand.
You could cause
Like, I'm
that.
so sorry,
you don't
but here's
know
2,000.
that girl's life. You could cause her irreparable trauma.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's start.
No.
Let's start with there. What do you think consists of berating a server? What would you be saying?
Over what was the issue? Some trivial issue?
It's about
So-
some trivial problem.
It could not even be about her,
Yeah.
according to the question. Hey, I read it as it is. For $5,000,
So,
I'll bring up some controversial issue. And
what's
just
the definition of berate? Just so we know.
stand by?
I think you got to rage out.
Yeah, you gotta make a scene.
Scold or criticize someone angrily.
Okay. Well, that's not.
Are you allowed to split your money with her?
I guess that's up to you. Yeah.
No, I feel like she has to be out of the equation.
Yeah.
I agree. It has to be like
here's
a cold.
here's the secondary question.
Oh boy.
Do you think a server would rather have you forego the bet or split the money with her later?
Split the
Split
money.
it, yeah.
Split the money if it was $5,000.
They get berated for free.
Dude, yeah, they get berated all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, blast me.
Yeah, so I guess if it's like freaking out on somebody,
So yeah, if
I'd probably
if I
take the
could let her
money.
know beforehand and be like, "Yo, I'm about to embarrass the
I got
shit out of you," but later we gonna
thought-
pop bottles, baby.
I guess
Well,
I'm
'cause most
thinking
people-
like screaming across the restaurant and like just making it like just a huge scene.
Well, that's exactly
That's
what
what
it
it
is.
said.
Oh, because I think like
You got a full
if
set.
I'm in a restaurant when someone is getting berated, like I don't like I'm like team.
You've never
server.
been in a restaurant where someone's getting berated.
I mean, like a scene like that.
Like
I don't think
someone's-
I've ever seen
Exactly.
like.
No, I haven't.
I don't think I've ever seen
Or
someone.
it's like the
pop
shit that
off
you
like
see on
that.
Facebook where it's like Karen attack and
Actually,
whatever.
you know what? $5,000. I don't know if I would because I'm thinking about you could get
Gonna go
arrested.
viral.
You could get arrested.
Someone's
if
gonna
you're
record it.
really like, yeah.
Well, not. I mean, I don't even think about getting arrested, but like, yeah, somebody in there is going to record it, right? It's going to go viral, or someone in there is going to just like knock you out or something. Like,
Yeah,
come
so
at you.
I think
either you get knocked out, you spend a night in jail,
But you got
or
5 Gs.
Everyone hates you in the world because
you
you're
got
on
5
social
Gs.
media. Nah, not worth $5,000.
You can just go to a different restaurant.
I'm in.
I'm in.
The only
Doyle's
problem
the
for me-
nicest person at this table. He's like,
The only
Beret.
problem would be actually, like executing it without like laughing.
I know you're like smiling the whole time.
I'm
calling
so
her the
mad at
worst
you.
names.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I
My
literally that's
broccoli's a
the,
little cold.
That's the opposite of how I approach everyone. So it would be a struggle. But for $5,000,
What if you just had to like personally slam her?
like
everything's
her
physically?
attack her
Like
personally,
attack her personally.
Like body slam.
body slam,
like physically fight her.
like
No. Emotionally, just be like,
okay.
yeah.
yeah, like you Tourette having ass like
Oh no, I couldn't.
no.
I don't know. There's
just
no way I could make her feel terrible. as a
you'd
person.
have to
That's what I
practice
was
it a lot.
saying originally.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I was
feel
thinking. I was like berate. Yeah. I'm like,
Okay. Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
okay, we basically
for
agree.
$5,000.
Well, that's
If we're
what I
allowed
was-
Did you see that?
split
Have
it.
you seen that thing on
that on
where it was? It was. I saw it on Reddit. It was probably on TikTok though, where it was like, "Would you slap this baby for $20 trillion or something like that?"
People just,
And everyone's just like, "Yeah." Like,
Yeah.
but it was probably the cutest baby I've ever seen though. That's
As long as you know
that's
there's
tough.
not going to be like permanent damage done to the baby.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
those videos are so funny. Where it's would you slap your best friend for
Look
a
how
meal?
cute this baby is.
Oh no,
Does the baby have to slap?
Yeah. Well, what is going on here?
That
Hold on.
ain't the baby.
That ain't the one, yo.
But we see the baby's face.
Yeah. But look at the baby.
It's just a cute baby. You tried. We saw.
Yeah, I don't know if I can slap that baby.
Oh, it's crazy.
I don't know, but it's got such chunky little cheeks.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to. The video's adorable.
Yeah, I'm not slapping a baby like a full on man slap.
for $1 billion.
Dude. Just I don't
Full on man slap.
If I know,
kill the
if
baby.
I
I
don't
know that the baby is
understand-
not going to be
I don't understand
damaged
TikTok.
permanently,
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. If it's a full,
I'd
if it's
throw
a
him
slap,
like-
a little.
I'd literally give him half of it. Because 500 million, I feel like has to be plenty.
I don't know. I guess if their parents said okay.
Their parents said
Hey,
okay.
I'm just saying, if I got a baby and I'm gonna get 500 million if someone slaps my baby, but I know it's gonna
Yeah.
be okay, I'm just like, I can't watch, but
There's no
let
way
it
the
rip,
baby would be okay.
slugger.
If you as hard as you could.
That's what I'm saying. The baby
There's
would
no-
have to be okay.
No, yeah, there's no chance they would be okay.
Yeah, they didn't say how hard to slap the baby.
Yeah, give him a little love tap. Go home with a
As
bill.
long as I know the baby wouldn't have any like lingering permanent damage.
Dictionary's word of the day is mullinger. Is that how you say it? Mullinger.
Malinger. And it means?
And it means to pretend illness, especially in order to shirk one's duty, avoid work.
Oh, to malinger.
I malingered a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
Classic.
Malingerer.
The amount of times I malingered at Papa John's or Taco Bell,
Back in the day.
It's like, how many times can we use the same excuse?
bro, my tires just keeps getting
Rotate.
flat. I don't know why.
Gabby, are you malingering?
Malinger.
This is the 4th time you've replaced that tire, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll never
How
believe
many
this.
tires do you have? There's just 4 of them, yeah?
Yeah. So anyway, this has been our first pod of the new year, number 50. Hope you enjoyed it. It was really just kind of back and forth, but whatever.
50.
Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you.